Hi, my name is Tammy, and I am here speaking with one of our career coaches at Careers by Design, Jeanet. Hi, Jeanet.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So why don't we start with you telling me a little bit about the types of career challenges you like to work with your clients?
Well, there's a number of challenges that come to mind. The one that I most enjoy is helping people learn how to perform well in an interview, much like this, and getting comfortable in the process of questions and answering and learning how to present themselves in a way that they're real, that they're able to express what they bring to the job and to the company. So I love practicing mock interviews with them and helping them to build their skill set, but also, and most importantly, to be really comfortable and confident in who they are and what they bring to the job so they can just show up and have a really good conversation.
Mm-hmm. So do you think confidence is something that most of your clients are lacking when it comes to the interview process?
I don't know if it's that they're lacking confidence, it's that they may feel overwhelmed by self-doubt and they're walking into a process that they are perceiving as a pure evaluation process. And so evaluation then means performance. And what I like to help them unravel is performance oftentimes then creates pretend. This, I've got to be somebody that they believe or anticipate the employer wanting. So I try to pull that apart and help them see that it really is a conversation, it's an exchange, it's an opportunity for them to learn more about the employer and the job, to make sure it's a fit for them, as well as allowing the employer to really get to experience them and also realize that they're the right fit for the company.
Amazing, that's really helpful.
Yeah.
So what made you want to be a career coach and help people with this sort of thing?
Well, I went through my own transition. So I was with the company for 24 years, and I had a really exciting, dynamic career in that company and made lots of changes, and relatively easily. And then through a reorganization, I was one of the people who was asked to leave. Or as I put it, I was released, which was interesting because for me it was in one way freeing, and I knew that there were new opportunities for me. But I also realized at that time that I had been on an island, that I was in a company that was somewhat insular, and that outside of that company, I was alone. So I had to figure out, how do I connect? And what do I need to do to connect with the workforce and the people that are in there? So I did a little bit of, soul searching, and then I got myself out there. I found volunteer opportunities that leveraged the skills that I had, helped me to reconnect to people, helped me feel a sense of accomplishment and purpose. It also gave me some references and some connections in the world of work. I also started volunteering for an association. First I joined as a member because it was in my field of organizational design and HR and career. But it wasn't easy to be there as just a bystander. So I raised my hand again and said I need to volunteer, and started doing the programming. And no sooner did I start, I then became the director of programming. So it was another way to connect. And this helped me build my own confidence again and connect back to my sense of purpose of what I want to do. So I recognized in that I was in a transition and that my career had been about transitions in different ways in the organization. So I decided I was going to formalize that into a coaching practice, and then went about researching coaching, got my credentials, and then that was another transition. How do I do this as a sole practitioner? So lots of transitions, lots of growth, lots of some false starts, and some good movement with people around me who were supporting me and encouraging me to move on. So that's what I like to do for my clients.
Yeah, so it sounds like your professional background has really influenced or influences your work with Careers by Design.
Oh, for sure. I think one of the other elements that brought me to this work was that it's about people. So yes, there's a process that we use, but the process is meant to support the person in the process, not the person has to follow the process because that's what we say. So I really like that it's very centered on the individual and what their needs are, and the other is that it's centered on the heart and helping them to connect to themselves, which then helps them to connect to their value and worth, and then be able to connect outside to employers who want to hire them.
So how long have you been coaching?
Well, formally as a certified coach over 10 years, and then in addition to that, 24 years of counseling, coaching, facilitating leadership development.
So you've probably helped lots of clients?
Lots of clients. Yeah, lots of clients. I have lots of stories. They're like, I don't know, I think of it like a bit like a teacher has their classes and remembers all their students. I have clients and I remember them all and connect every once in a while to those that have, moved on, and just keep up to date with what they're doing, and they're all doing amazing work. So it's exciting.
And do you find you have clients in a diverse array of positions and industries?
Well, it's interesting because when I started my practice, I wanted to work with the boomer generation. And I wanted to focus on women. And then I found I had a lot of men. And then I found that there were students, and they were middle-aged, and they were senior in their careers. So really I span the whole spectrum from kids in school, graduates, all the way to, that more senior executive perhaps who's looking at their last, 5-10 years, and even perhaps the encore career. So it's every age group and every industry, and any position within an organization. It could be entry level or it could be senior executive.
What are you most passionate about in your work? What really lights you up in your work?
When they get it. When they have their aha moment. That's my aha. That's what really makes me go, yes. And getting it is, I am good at this, or I've been in the right field all along. I had a client, we debriefed some work that we've been doing, and I said, so what are you taking from this? And he said, that I'm in the right field after all. And it was 20 years of wondering if he was in the right work. So that for me was really satisfying that he connected to that. For others, it's that when they get the job, or when they've performed well in an interview where they feel like they were themselves and they connected and you decided it was a good job or decided it wasn't a good job. But something that for them, where they feel I'm clear, I'm confident, I'm capable, I got this.
So you've been a coach in different capacities. What really resonates with you with the Careers by Design approach, or what do you think makes the Careers by Design approach so special or so effective?
Well, I think we do a lot of work in helping the clients understand what they're interested in, helping them to see how we can meet the needs that they have, that we have a process that's flexible and really responsive to who they are and what their needs are, that we understand and know that the process of transition, whether it's one that's happening to you or one that you initiate, is stressful. And oftentimes we look inside and start to question and doubt, or because we don't have the answers, we start to wonder if it's the right choice. And so I see this in the clients, the struggle with that, and our work is around helping them with a process to resolve some of those questions, to get answers to them, to be open to other possibilities, to relax and allow the process to happen, and to trust that it will end in a good result and the one that they're looking for.
What do you think surprises clients the most about the coaching process?
That it works. I think sometimes clients will go in thinking, oh my gosh, am I going in for like therapy? And then they realize that the questions are questions they've been asking themselves, but we help them to unravel those questions to actually start to uncover and emerge some answers. And and to say, yeah, that makes sense. They feel validated. They feel like they're not crazy or the only one, or that they deserve to have the kind of career that they're really yearning for. And it's okay to want to change. It's the right thing to want to change if that's the right thing for them.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Okay, now I know something special about you that I think is important to share with potential clients. Tell me about one of your most proudest life accomplishments.
I'm going to mess you up on this one a
Oh,
bit.
no.
No, I'm not. Because first and foremost, it's my children. But I think what you're referring to is that I did the Camino, which is that walk across Spain, the north of Spain. And that really, that was, for me, a process that was not dissimilar to the one that clients go through. Wondering, can I do this? Will I succeed? Will I get to the end? Will I arrive in one piece? Will it still be what I want? And there were lots of bumps in the road. Sometimes it was hard, but there were a lot of people that were in the same process, but we were all on our own path, which is also true of our clients. So some of us went faster and some of us went slower. I was the slower one. I was the one who stopped and took pictures, and other people were really eager to go fast and make it to the end, and we all got there, so it was all okay. So it was beautiful views. Incredible community of people. Everyone says one Camino, which is, have a good walk. And they want the best, and that's what we want for our clients, is to create that path and to have a good walk and get there.
Was there a point that you felt, I want to give up, I don't want to do this anymore?
Oh, for sure. And that's where, so when I was climbing hills, so I didn't do the whole thing, but I did half of it, so 322 kilometers. And it's a lot. And it's not a walk on flat ground, it's walking mountains. So we walked up 17 elevations equal to the CN Tower. So 17 times up and down. And I learned that if I looked at the top that was far and high, that I felt automatically overwhelmed, like I can't do it. And if I looked down at one step and took it, and then the next step, eventually I was at the top looking back saying, I made this hill, right? So I think breaking things down into small steps and taking one step at a time is is the process that we create for our clients, and they get to the top and they look back and go, I did it. So that was a big part of it for me. It's just learning to slow it down, look at my next step, focus on that, and then do it again and again and again.
How did it feel when you finished?
Great. It was wonderful for a lot of reasons. We arrived, yay. But then we encountered many of the people that we had met along the path at different points in the path, and so it was a celebration. It was, again, that sense of connection. It was also a chance for me to put my feet up and not have to use them. I mean, honestly, that was nice too. That was really nice. Mm-hmm. And then we could just enjoy it and take it all in without having to wash our clothes, put them back on, and get back out on the road again. So it was really wonderful. And I shared it with my sister, which was also special. Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you so much. This was a great little chat.
It was. Thanks for having me.